What was your freak it, I'm done helping others moment? My sister Sarah called crying every month about rent or groceries for her kids. Like an idiot, I always sent money within the hour. Started when she divorced 3 years ago. Moved back home with 2 kids. Struggling. I was doing well in tech, so helping felt natural. 20 bucks here, 50 there, hundreds for emergencies. Calls kept coming. Rent always late, car broken, kids needing stuff. Never questioned it because she sounded desperate, and mom said family comes first. The worst call came last Christmas Eve. Sarah was sobbing so hard I could barely understand her. The kids won't have any presents, she choked out. I can't even afford groceries for Christmas dinner. They keep asking why Santa might not come this year, and I don't know what to tell them. My heart shattered. I immediately transferred $500. Money I'd been saving for my own vacation. I stayed up until 2 a.m. ordering toys online, paying extra for same-day delivery so her kids would have something under the tree. 2 days later, she posted photos of Christmas morning. Her kids looked happy, surrounded by gifts. I felt good about helping, even though it meant I'd be eating ramen for the next month. But then, I noticed something in the background of one photo. A pair of expensive heels I'd never seen before, casually kicked off by the couch. They looked familiar, like ones I'd seen in a magazine ad. Those weren't cheap. I started paying closer attention after that, really looking at her posts instead of just scrolling past. The calls for help never stopped, but neither did the designer purchases. Each emergency was followed by something new showing up on her Instagram within days. Breaking point came when she called crying about her electricity being shut off. Kids are scared, she said. It's so cold, and they don't understand why the heat won't work. I could hear her daughter asking in the background if they'd have to live in the dark. I rushed to pay her electric bill, $340 that I really couldn't afford. I even called the company myself to make sure it got turned back on immediately. I couldn't stand the thought of those kids being cold and scared. But here's the thing that still makes my stomach turn. 3 hours later, 3 hours, she posted a story on Instagram from some fancy brunch place downtown. Mimosas, eggs Benedict, the works. She was laughing with friends like she didn't have a care in the world while I'd just maxed out my credit card thinking her kids were sitting in a freezing house. That's when my girlfriend started following Sarah on Instagram. One night, she showed me Sarah's post, a designer handbag worth more than most people's rent. Caption, treating myself. I scrolled through her profile with trembling hands. Designer shoes, expensive dinners, beach trips, spa days, concert tickets, all while supposedly struggling to feed her children, all while I was skipping meals to help her. The timeline made me sick. Every single emergency was followed by luxury purchases within 48 hours. The rent money became designer jeans. The grocery money became expensive cocktails. The utility money became weekend getaways. I did the math with tears in my eyes. 3 years, $8,000 in emergencies. Meanwhile, she was living better than me. I'd been eating pasta and working overtime while she was posting pictures of $30 salads and $200 dinners. Next time she called for rent money, I was ready. Sarah, saw your new Gucci bag on Instagram. Silence. Then, that was a gift. What about those Louboutin heels? And the spa weekend? More silence. Figure out your own rent this month, I said and hung up. She hasn't spoken to me since, but she's still posting designer purchases weekly. Guess those emergencies weren't so urgent.